I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to talk about my setups and what sort of equipment I use in them and why I like them so much. So this is my favorite frame, my only frame right now. It is Shendrone's Flacco. It's a PureX, but it's has this pod to make it run like a plus. I got really into pluses when the Archangel like 4-inch came out and they were stretched pluses. I'm actually not convinced that this plus flies better than it would as a PureX, but the launch is fantastic, and it does fly great, so that's what I like. The arms are 6mm squares, essentially, 6mm tall by 6mm wide. There isn't a narrow arm out there that I know of. Except for some of those crazy ones where it'll just run vertical, but it has all sorts of braces involved. The pods are just these little 3D printed nylon ones. They tend to work out pretty good. I've broken one nylon pod. I've broken a couple of TPU ones, but only one nylon one. So I think that's sort of the way to go. My ESC of choice is this little Icon AK32. Most of these quads have that in them. The one exception is the pink one over here. The pink one has the AK32 Mini in it. I did get some weird video lines, so I put a cap on it, but that did not fix it. So I'm thinking the video lines are actually more related to the video transmitter right now that I'm using than the ESC. So this one not only has the AK32 in it, it also has a Helio. It's running Betaflight, and it runs pretty alright. I haven't tuned it as well as I've tuned the other ones. The other ones are all running Betaflight, whatever the latest full release is, like 3.5.3 or something. I like to keep them as matched as I can so that any differences between them can be attributed to, the one thing I changed, whether it's a prop or some, rate setting or something. The green one right now is the best one in terms of smoothness. This is the only one where I can go full throttle and not notice it in the video. It just blasts forward, so that's pretty great. I'm trying to figure out why the other ones don't do that. I've been messing with PID tuning and messing with equipment, and I think honestly it's the video transmitter. I think the shakiness is electrical signal lines, so I'm working on that. This other blue one flies pretty well. The blue one and green one are almost an exact match, except the blue one has the Oscars Backpack VTX in it, and the green one has the AKK FX3. The problem with the AKK FX3 is that I put one of those in here and it exploded. It didn't explode, it just, burnt up. It's only rated to 22 volts or something weird like that, so it can kind of run 6S, but not really. So what I plan to do is, on the red one over here, I have the F4 Omnibus F4 Nano V6. On that one, there's an 8-volt out pad, so I put another AKK FX3 in here, and if this, gets good full blast without video lines or shakiness, then I know that was the issue. Sorry for the sniffling, man, that sucks. So, yeah, all these pods are dyed, and I get that that's kind of lame, or at least a vanity situation, but it does work out because then I know which one's which. I know the pink one is the one that has the Helio in it, and I know this other black one here is the only one right now that has Betaflight and a black box at the same time. So it works out. It allows me to sort of tell the difference between them when I have so many. I really do like that they're matched in every other way. It lets me switch between quads if I have to without having to relearn my thumbs or anything else. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, the motors. The motors I have on all of these are these Diablo Hobbies branded Brother Hobby R3 2207 1666. There it goes. Come on. They were pretty ubiquitous for a while. They're actually just as good as the R4, R5, R6 versions from a power standpoint. They're just a little bit lighter and a little bit weaker. So I have a stockpile of them, and if they break, I replace them. They're not available as much anymore, so I'm going to have to move to a different motor later. But for now, I'm pretty happy. The receivers are all XM pluses with these that's what these little zip ties are out here coming out. XM Plus is great. It doesn't have it has diversity, but it doesn't have telemetry. But everything I need telemetry-wise comes through the OSD. All right, that's about 5 minutes. Hopefully this was moderately entertaining. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever, let me know. I'll try to make better videos. Thanks a lot. Bye.